Hello YouTube, Sam here from youtube.com/onlivegamer for the new Boston, and in this tutorial we're going to be working more on the car program. Now, as I've said before, if this doesn't look familiar to you, you may want to move back to the beginning of the series. Okay, so you may remember that we added this button right here that says new car that will allow us to add a new car to the program. But at the moment it doesn't actually do anything. We haven't even created the event for it. So let's just go ahead and paste this event in right here, and we'll be accessing that in a second. So go ahead, come over to car application, right click, and add a Windows form. Select Windows form, and just call it newcar.vb, and then add it. I've already added it, so I'm just going to click cancel. So here's my newcar.vb. This is the design for it. Now let's come over here to our all cars file, and we'll see some of the information that we're going to need to create a new car. So we're going to need the color, the name. Let's just leave the starting speed at 0 miles per hour, the number of doors, and the horsepower. So let's just start adding stuff to our new car form. We will add a label. We'll set the name to label name, and we will set the text value to name of car. Now what we're going to need to do is let's add a text box so the user can type in a name for their car. We'll make this a little bit bigger, and we will set the name of it to text car name. Now we'll do this again for the color and some of the other properties of our car. So we will do the color of the car. So we'll just type color of car, and that was for the name. So we'll do label color, and we will set the text value to the color of car. So color of car, and we will just add a text box so that the user can type in their color. Okay, so now let's see what else we're going to need. We're going to need the number of doors and the horsepower. So we'll just add let's add a numeric up down picker for this. We will add a label that says number of doors. So we'll set the text value to number of doors, and we will set the name to label doors. Now we're going to go into the properties for this numeric up down picker. So let's just call it numer and then doors, and we need to set a max value for this. So we'll scroll down, and we will find the maximum value right here in our properties. We'll set that max value to 5 so that they cannot exceed the number 5. So let's see what else we're going to need. We're going to need the horsepower. So we will just add a text box right here, and we'll add a label. So we'll set the label text to horsepower, and we'll set the text box, we'll set the name of the text box to text horse, and then we will set the name of this one to label horse. Okay, so now let's add a button that says OK, or we'll just type add for that. So the name will be button add car, and then we will add another button that will cancel it. So button cancel. We'll make the form a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's make these buttons a little bit bigger than what they are. Okay, so we'll set the text of this one's button cancel. We need to switch the places. Okay, so let's set the text of this one to cancel, and we will set the text of this one to add. And we'll just make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so now let's go ahead and head back into form1.vb, and here is our create car event. Click event handler. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new object of newcar.vb. So we'll declare add new car as new car. So now that we have this form right here, we've got an object of it. Let's go ahead and show it. So we'll type add new car dot show dialog. Now the reason for using show dialog is to prevent the user from going back to the form 1 whenever the new car dialog is shown. So now that we've shown the dialog, we need to get whatever they put into this. So to do this, we're going to use the with keyword. So we'll start off by typing with, and now we're going to use we're going to create a new car object. So with let's just say see if new car let's just call it new car 1, and then we need first we need to declare new car 1. So dim new car 1 as new all cars dot car. So we're going to use with new car 1, and then we hit enter, and you can see it adds end with. So basically what this does is it's the equivalent of typing new car 1 dot car name equals, and then setting our value, and then typing new car 1 dot color equals then our value. By using the with keyword, it's just going to use new car 1 before the dot each time we call something with our new car 1 object. So let's just do dot car name. So the car name is going to be the value that is entered in the text box right here, the name of the car. So what we're going to need to do is access the text changed event for this. So whenever the text changes, we're going to store that in a public variable. So public car name as string. So whenever the text is changed, car name is going to be equal to text car name dot text.